We're with Model head coach Chris Evans. Chris, this is your second season over here at Model. What are you going to do to turn it around from last season?
Um, Really, it's about just the players, and we got a lot of guys that's came in, were enrolled in our school, and that's really going to help us a lot. Just having bodies. Last year at times we was just struggling to have a team enough to play or enough to compete, playing guys that never had played before. And this year we just got new players that are, that knocks us up a notch.
Speaking of your players, can you talk about a few of your guys that we'll see on the floor this season?
Yeah. So probably one of our strengths is our size. We got a 6'7" Italian. His name's Marcello Sorsi. He's from Italy, and then he's a senior. Then we got Riley Millette, 6'5" junior. He's coming back as the leading scorer from last year. I think he's right at 15 points a game, 9 rebounds a game. And then Harrison Parkhurst is a senior, 6'3", off guard. We got Jaden Bingham, who transferred in. He moved back into Richmond had been at GRC previously and had a knee injury. So this would be some of his first varsity action. He's still a junior due to injuries. And then Landon Mayo, he's a really good, talented freshman. He's played a lot already last year as an 8th grader. Probably may have one of the highest talent levels on the team. Just still young, but it's going to have a really good career. Landon Kidd, he played with us last year before he missed the second half of the season. At that time, he was our leading scorer, laying a point, leader in assists. I think at the end of the year when we did team awards, he still had more assists than anybody else on the team. So we really got 7 guys. That's our rotation. We got an 8th and 9th guy that can play a little bit for us. So a lot more depth and more quality players in general this year.
When people come out to see the Patriots play this year, what kind of style you guys going to bring to the court?
We're trying to, the new age, spread it out. A lot of 5-outs, firing a lot of threes. We got several guys on the team that are above average shooters. And then we also got good size, so we'll mix up that with a lot of pick and roll actions, zoom actions. Just playing a new modern style of basketball. And then we just got to figure out what's our strong suit as we go forward. And I think that's with every coach. You add stuff, you throw some stuff out, you find out what's your go-to. And I think that's just stuff we got to figure out as everybody gets used to each other with the new guys.
Most of your kids, or all of your kids, are high academic. Can you speak a little bit about that here at Model?
Yeah, Model is definitely an academic school. It's part of Eastern EKU, and they have a really unique opportunity where they can be college students on campus taking classes while they're here at Model, and that starts their junior year. So a lot of our guys can attend college for 2 years with no extra cost. Upon graduation. So, that's just a huge part of, what we have to offer here, and our kids, they really enjoy getting to go on the campus and have that college atmosphere and get ready for that at an earlier age.
You played college ball, Alice Lloyd and Union. And now you're coaching. You've been coaching for 10 years now. What do you enjoy about the game so much to be coaching?
I think everything about the game. I kind of ask myself all the time, what people's like, what's your why? I don't know if I've necessarily nailed it down to what my why is in coaching. I love every part of the coaching. Every part of it excites me, really. But I do think probably the main thing is just I want to give the players the same energy and the same love for the game as what they have. I think there's a lot of coaches out there that don't put as much in as the guys that care about it or have a passion for it, and I want to be equal to make sure they have the best opportunity that they can to have a great experience and become whatever they can become, whether it's going on to college or just give them a great experience and something that can carry with them through their life.
Basketball here in Kentucky means a lot. What does it mean over here at Model here at Richmond?
It's for the guys we have, we got some guys now that as we're changing things that they live and breathe basketball. They're constantly working at the game. And we kind of got to grow off that. I mean, we're in a rebuild overall still yet. I think we're definitely a big jump from last year in the right direction. Just getting guys interested, and I think there's some unique things here at Model that we haven't taken full advantage of, such as kids, getting to be on the EKU campus, taking their classes. That we need to uphold those things and use that as our advantage to just build our program, build our school. But like I said, it's definitely a step in the right direction. But until you win games, it don't really do a whole lot. We gotta prove ourselves on the floor, and when that starts happening, then I think the program will start to build itself.
You guys this year in the district or region, is there certain teams or players that you guys are looking forward to, or maybe a headache?
I think this is probably the most open that this district has been in a long time. Not taking away from anybody, it's just in the past there have been some really strong teams at Madison Central especially, and then Madison Southern last few years have been pretty good. They won the district last year. So this year, not saying that Madison Central or Southern's not good teams, but they're not as dominant as what they once were. And at the same time, Berea's got a good team. They get everybody back from their team last year for the most part that is produced for them. So I just see 4 teams that all really could beat each other. I think probably on paper, Madison Central still may be the best team. And until somebody dethrones them, that's kind of the standard everybody's going after. But at the same time, I think all teams probably in the district could beat each other on a given night.
Switching gears, as a high school coach and you're the AAU director for Kentucky Future Elite, can you speak about the difference, style of play, the players, just the game, in whole?
Yeah, I think there's definitely benefits to both. School ball is more organized there. I mean, that's just how it's going to be. You practice more. There's more structure. There's more teaching at the end of the day by far. You're developing players. AAU, a lot of people say, well, they want somebody that can develop their kid. You're not really going to get developed practicing once a week for a couple months out of the year. That's more of showcasing skills, more of kids getting used to maybe a higher level of play as far as other athletes playing with other people. As a coach, it's more about AAU. You learn to adapt on the fly a lot more because you don't go in there with scouting reports. You don't know who you're playing. It's more about matchups, identifying quickly on the floor who you need to attack or who you need to stop or whatever, and then putting teams together quickly and just kind of you have to get a skill of projecting where a player's going and what's best for their game in the long run. A lot of people want to be certain positions that they're not, and you just gotta say, hey, instead of trying to be a wing, why don't you be a post and be a dominant post, and maybe you are a high NAI guy, you're not necessarily a Division I talent, and that's sometimes hard conversations, but at the same time, it's just everybody being real with each other, and but yeah, I mean, school ball is definitely more about developing, a lot more time that goes into it, but there's both benefits for players and coaches in both of those.
Well, Coach, we look forward to the 2024-25 season with the Patriots. We'll see you sometime this season.
All right, sounds good.